Time to hire a professional. From SEO, content marketing, design, video production, advertising, social media, and web design and development. We're your complete digital branding source. It's time to increase your visibility. Give us a call at 310-210-0339 or visit our website at littlemonkeymarketing.com. Little Monkey Marketing, because even though you're little, doesn't mean you can't make a lot of noise.
Want to see some random original videos? Check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Excite Radio.
That's all from the Alley for this week, ladies. Get the insider scoops straight from the alleys of Hollywood and the Sunset Strip with your host, Kitty. A backlot look at pop culture, indie music, film, art, comedy, and more. Welcome to the Alley Cat Hour.
All right, guys, welcome back to the final episode of the Alley Cat Hour here. And we're going to turn down this music real quick. Thank you. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is Friday the 13th on our side. Yeah. And we love it. I have a wonderful guest in the studio with me tonight. I'm thrilled that he's here. His name is Franklin Vanderbilt. If you're looking at the Facebook Alley Cat Hour page, you've probably seen his face a couple times. But he's an amazing person, a fabulous musician, and a phenomenal drummer.
Okay,
so,
I'm blushing.
You want to get up on your mic, baby?
I'm blushing
there
now.
There you are. Ooh, blush away. So, Franklin.
What's up?
Did I introduce you correctly?
Yes, you did.
Yeah?
Yes.
That about sums you up.
Yes.
That, and then, guys, girls, he's got a Hemi.
Dodge Challenger.
Big Dodge Challenger. It's what color is that? Is that custom?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's called Header Orange.
Header Orange.
Yeah, the cops like it too, you know.
Ooh, I bet. You're kind of a target, huh?
Yeah.
Well, cheers, baby. It's Friday.
Cheers. It's Friday night.
Ching, ching.
In Los Angeles.
Absolutely. We're sitting here up in the valley, right above Hollywood. And Franklin, I wanted to have you on the show because we've talked, this was my first season for the Alley Cat Hour here at Excite Radio. Mm-hmm. And I really wanted to take kind of a grassroots approach, which is how most of us start.
That's perfect.
In the industry. And I talked to some buddies of mine. My first episode, I had 5-second films. Mm-hmm. They basically do comedic sketches, filmed, produced, all under 5 seconds each.
Yeah.
So it's one quick joke.
Yeah.
And they did a Kickstarter. And so I talked about Kickstarters with them. They raised over $200,000. Mm-hmm. And they're right now shooting their feature film, which kind of goes along with Friday the 13th. It's called Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. And it's just going to be a big, huge parody horror film. And I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be fun stuff.
Beautiful.
But yeah, Kickstarter, everybody's starting from the ground up. And I wanted to hear kind of how you got into the music industry. I know who you are, and I know what you do.
I know who you are, too. I'm glad to see you again.
I know, it's been way too long,
hasn't
it?
Yeah.
It really
Looking
has.
good.
Thank you, darling. You too. And for those of you that are listening and not watching, it's kind of comedic. He walked into the studio here, and usually my stature is something of a, pointed out elephant in the room. I'm under 5 feet. I've got, curvy features. And then
hallelujah.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
And then you walked in, and you are quite the not Caitlin. How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet 5 inches.
6'5".
1.96 meters.
Wow. I don't know what my meters are. If I'm 4'11", what does that make me? Petite?
Okay. Yeah, small.
Yeah. So anyway, what have you been up to?
Oh, where should we start? Well, keeping busy, I know
you were just in traffic
playing
with
music.
Yeah?
Playing music and smiling.
You smile a lot.
I got a lot to be thankful for.
Okay, we'll start out with some of that then. What is Franklin Vanderbilt, extraordinary drummer, thankful for?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have like a picture of me on the drums when I was 6 years old.
I do.
So
we're gonna put that up right behind us.
My cousin.
Now. Look at that.
My cousin months ago. I'm gonna tell you why I'm smiling.
Okay.
My cousin months ago, he sent me this picture, and I have to say, when I saw this picture,
had you seen it recently?
No, I haven't seen that kid in years. So
he's got a lot of hair.
Yeah, I know. I got my Lionel Richie haircut going on right there, but I don't know what happened to it.
Aww.
But anyway, my cousin sent me that picture, and I have to say that I got emotional when I saw that because it made me realize how long I've been doing this, you know?
Yeah.
And it made me smile all over again, and it gave me more motivation to continue.
Doing
Because
what you do.
that picture I remember like it was yesterday. I mean, I haven't seen it in years, but I remember the moment. I remember when I received the drum kit. That's a Ludwig drum set.
Was that your first drum set?
That was my first drum set, and that was a brand new drum set. So I
Oh
started
my
out
God.
spoiled.
Yeah, you did.
You know,
Unbelievable.
I couldn't believe it. So
So
that-
wait, time out real quick.
Yeah.
So that's a Ludwig drum set.
Yeah.
It was your first ever drum set, and you actually have a
Ludwig drum set right now.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
And they pay you to play that, do they not? They have. I mean, you are Ludwig
Yeah.
for drumming.
yeah. I mean,
To be
I
the
will never
poster-
play anything else ever. I will never play nothing else. That's me.
Loyalty.
That's my company. That's where I belong.
Unbelievable.
You know.
So how long did it take you from getting that drum set? You were 6 years old
Mm-hmm.
to this picture right here that we had behind us. These are you in the studio filming music videos on
Yeah.
stage. How long has it been? How long did it take you to get to a spot where you thought, "Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm there."
I've been playing drums for 30 years and it doesn't feel like it. It's weird. Because I still don't know shit.
I thought you'd say because I still look like I'm, 6 years old.
Every time I get
Beautiful
on the
skin.
drums, I'm learning something. Every time. I've been playing for a long time, but every moment feels new when I get on the drum kit, you know?
That is so refreshing to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're both in Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of creative professionals are also very sensitive, and you can burn out. I mean, you can burn out really hard.
This
with
is
the
how
industry.
I keep from burning out, though.
Yeah, tell us.
Even the things that you love have to change.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have an opportunity to change something around or to go somewhere else and have a new musical experience, I'm going to do that because I want to stay fresh and I want to stay current and I want to stay new. And that's why I enjoy traveling because like my travels and the way I live my life and the people that I encounter affects my music, you know? So I don't want to burn out. I don't ever want to burn out because honestly, everything feels brand new to me again.
Every time you hit the
Everything.
drums.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
Either
That's
you
the
have
truth, actually.
major short-term memory loss, or you have found the secret to happiness. one way or the other, I think.
Well, I think the secret to happiness is to always strive to evolve.
Right.
If you stay hungry, I think you'll stay happy.
I'm hungry right now.
Yeah, well, let's go eat, girl.
Done.
All
But
right.
no, really,
Okay,
seriously.
all right.
I meant creatively. Oops, daisy. Little girl,
We're all
big
weak.
stomach. Yeah, right. Little girl, big stomach. Big appetite, I should say. Speaking of big appetites, I think one of the things that people may or may not know you for, even though they may not know it, is what you affectionately refer to as your day job. If you're listening and not watching, I have quotation marks here. Franklin has a day job that most of us would be envious and blown away of, and some people would actually settle, and they would think, all right, I've made it. This is my mark. But not Franklin. Not only does he call this his day job, and he puts every ounce of energy, because I've seen him, into it when he plays, but you see that as a jumping off point and a way to, no, seriously, and a way to create your own musical career. And you don't just do drums, young man.
No, ma'am, I don't.
Uh-huh. And what else do you do?
I'm also a singer and songwriter.
Uh-huh.
That's a part of me that really started to evolve when I moved to Los Angeles back in 2003.
And where did you come from again?
Well, I'm originally from Chicago, born and raised.
Alrighty.
And I moved out of Chicago in 1999. And I lived in Vegas for a few years before I moved to Los Angeles.
And were you playing music in Vegas
Yes,
as
I
well?
was. Yeah.
What'd you do there?
I was like the house drummer for the House of Blues. I was the house drummer for the Blue Note when it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when it was a Blue Note there.
I remember that.
Yeah, but they closed it down.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
I actually never got to Vegas before they closed it down, but I remember hearing about it because it was. I mean, so many musicians come in and out of there. It's like the
Yeah.
what is it in Nashville, the Bluebell Cafe. I mean, it's one of those steadfast bars. It may not be very big,
Yeah.
but people know it because of the quality that they employ there, yourself included.
Yeah. And I played a lot of the lounges there.
Right.
A guy by the name of Galab
No
brought
way.
me to Vegas. Yeah. Yep.
Galib
That's his
Galab?
name. Yep.
Oh my
Nice
God.
guy,
Come
hell of a
on.
musician.
Get out.
Yeah. He transported me from Chicago to
That's how
Las
you got
Vegas.
out here,
That's how I got out here. Las Vegas was my jump off point.
right?
And, I moved here and I met a little lady in 2002 in Las Vegas by the name of Shaka Khan. She brought me from Vegas
Little lady.
to, yeah, a little big lady.
I was about to say,
Yeah, I mean, she's the most amazing woman
unbelievable.
I've ever met in my life. She changed my life. So she took me out of Las Vegas into L.A.
So that's how you.
That's how I ended up there. And so while I was working with Shaka Khan, I had an opportunity to work with Stanley Clarke on bass and Stevie
Yeah.
Wonder in 2005. But I was working with a rock artist by the name of Richie Kotzen. He's the former guitarist of Poison.
Right.
So in between all of these great experiences, I was creating my own music.
Always.
That's what I was doing. And it's like year after year, I would try, new ways of doing things. And I have a good friend of mine that would bring a couple guitars to my house, and
Right.
he would leave them there when we were done jamming. So that's how I slowly gained the interest to play guitar.
Wait, okay. So
You know.
so let's catch us up real quick.
Yeah.
So you started on drums when you were 6. You got pulled into that. We're all addicts of the creative world. So that was your jumping off point.
Yeah.
And then when did you start playing guitar?
Roughly like 2006, I
Okay.
started to mess with it.
All right. So anybody
Start
out
to
there
mess with it.
Right. Okay. So I'm messing with guitar now. I've been messing with guitar for a couple of years. I also mess with banjo. And I've got to say that is giving me hope because I've heard you on the guitar in your tracks that we're going to play some of tonight. You're welcome, Alley
I'm
Cat Hour
honored.
listeners.
Thank you.
But that is not a very long period of time that you've taken to hone your skills on the guitar.
Well, you know what? It was on and off at first. So like 2006, I started to pick it up. And then 2007, all of a sudden my life changed.
Wow.
I met a super rock star by the name of Lenny Kravitz.
I've heard of him, I think. It's ringing some type of dull
Yeah.
bell.
Yeah, and
He's another musician that also, correct me if I'm wrong, plays a lot of different instruments, and he's so. I think if you love music and you love creating,
Yeah.
that you get so picked up. A lot of us are ADD, myself included, and so we'll be like, "Oh my God, look at the guitar! That's so cool!" And then all of a sudden, somebody will be like, "Caitlin, have you seen a flute before?" "Oh my God, Yas flute! Yes, of course, I'll play flute." And we kind of hop around, and to be proficient at more than one thing in life in general, just as a human being, limited as we are, but more than one instrument is amazing. He's one of those people. Did that influence you to really, really try? When did you start playing with Lenny?
I started with Lenny in 2007, and yes, it did influence me. Like I said, in 2006, I started to mess with the guitar, and like the more I learned his music and watched him,
Yeah.
and I have another group of friends that I'm influenced by musically. I'm very much influenced by my musical father that lives in Chicago. His name is Greg Parker, and he's
Shout
the
out to
owner.
Greg.
Yeah, he's the owner of the Chicago Blues Museum. I'm influenced
Oh,
by
cool.
his
I did
guitar
not know
playing.
that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so
See, it's in your blood.
I can't help it.
So guys out there and ladies, if you're jealous, don't be. Be jealous of like his dad and his dad's dad and his dad's 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 dad, because this shit is natural for this individual.
But you
Wow.
know what? I'm gonna say this. Yes, people can have talent,
Right.
but talent without discipline and without works is a waste of talent. So you still have to work on what you consider yourself good at.
Yeah, you have to push.
Yeah, you
have
still
to
got to
push.
work at it.
Yep.
Whether someone has talent or not, you got to put the work in still. You know,
Yeah.
there's no exceptions. You gotta
That's true.
work on it.
Okay, so speaking of exceptions, we're going to play an exceptional piece of music. This track, when did you record Alive, which is the track that we're going to play,
Oh, that's a funny
I think,
story.
next?
I started work on that. I worked on that song. that song
How many years?
came to me like in 2008 or something.
And when did you get it recorded?
Oh, Jesus. You know, like, it was an ongoing process with a good friend of mine named Stephen Segerson in Vancouver, Canada.
I love Canada.
Oh, so do I.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so we got that song started. Like, I just came up with the riff, and then he did something in the computer, and then all of a sudden it turned into a brand new fucking song. So it just put a brand new life, and I wrote the words, and it just kept going on and
So
on
music
and on
came
and
first.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the words. That's cool.
Yeah, it just kept going on. And so by the time I reached 2012, because, you know, Lenny Kravitz kept me very busy.
Yeah, you were on the road. You're a
Yeah.
touring musician.
Yeah.
Hardcore. All over the
Yeah,
globe, right?
Yeah, by the time we reached 2012, it was done. And I decided to put it out, you know.
Only 4 years, guys out there. Don't lose hope. 4 years. You too can record a song in 4 years. I think anybody can record a song in 4 years. However, a song of this value and this stature, I you'd be hard pressed. It might take me 4 years.
Well, sometimes it takes 4 minutes to write a song.
Isn't that weird? Then you wake up and
Depends.
just bang it out. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think when you have one of those pieces that keeps coming back to you, that really tells you how important it can be. And we're going to let everybody be the judge of that. But we're going to play Franklin Vanderbilt's new song, Alive. Yeah. Franklin is checking his fan base over here. We got people listening in. So that was Alive, and I am a huge fan because I think it incorporates so many different styles of music. And from what you've just told me right now, it added to my knowledge base of just you. And you've been involved with so many high-profile artists and so many different styles of music. And I'm one of those people as well. You know, I started in opera and musical theater, and then I love jazz, I love rock, I love punk.
Okay,
So,
sing something for me, please.
What do you want?
Opera.
What? Oh, God, listen to him.
But you got to put like a hip hop style on it.
Oh, baby, that's what I do. So a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I sang with a bunch of DJs, namely with a guy named JDX. He's huge with hard dance style music in the Netherlands, out of the Netherlands. And he's Dutch, right? I mean, we're big fans.
That's what's up.
Right? And they
Vanderbilt.
do the Sensation Festival. And it's still growing, you know. I think over here, we're a little behind Europe. We used to say, oh, they're so slow. But we just didn't realize they were like 20 years ahead of us as far as some of their tastes. And house music, dance music, definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And so I would sing all my opera with the beats underneath. So, you know, you'd be like, and then it would go into this.
She is not kidding.
So you can play with it, you know, and it's really fun. Applause of one. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm blushing though. So it's like I think one of my prototypes for what I want to do on my album that you will be playing on, if I have to, like,
Done.
you know, lock you in. Really?
Yes.
Can I get that in writing?
Yes.
You heard it here. We have it recorded. We have it recorded, right, Jason? Okay. Yeah, we've got it recorded. And you're on camera, so you can't no takey backsies, right? So I want to do my opera in a modern style, and that's one of my favorite things to do. And then of course my jokey stuff that I love,
See.
my comedy stuff is all the parodies.
So I'm like right on target then.
Yeah,
So,
you
like,
are.
It's perfect.
You're totally on target.
If I'm not mistaken, I haven't heard anyone do anything like that, like opera with a hip hop kind of thing.
Well, you know what?
Or maybe I'm not listening close enough.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
People like, I guess, like Jay-Z, Kanye West, they'll throw opera in the background of some of their mixes, or they'll take hooks. But first of all, and I apologize if any of you out there are listening, I've never heard an opera singer that I would really love to listen to sing legitimate opera on one of those tracks, number one. So you've kind of got second string, you know, operatic performers, but the timbre isn't there that I enjoy. And in the voice, that sound quality. Oh, we have a caller.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna get to him in just a second. But yeah, I think you have to legitimately sing something in a style, and then evolve into that. And speaking of musical entrepreneurs like ourselves, blazing new trails, I have on the phone right now a gentleman named Marcin, if I am not correct. Marcin, are you there, darling?
I am. Thank you for having me on.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing excellent.
Oh, good. Okay, so Marcin, please meet Franklin.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I was saying, please meet him.
What's
I
up?
thought you like, I don't know his name. So Marcin, this is Franklin. Franklin, if you have been able to listen earlier, he's an amazing drummer, and he's been on tour with Lenny Kravitz for years. He's doing his own material, and I am trying to pull up Fingertip Maestro right now, which is the app I was just starting to tell him about. Your timing was impeccable.
Perfect. I'm great.
Thank you. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm playing with it right now. I'm trying to get it so that we can play it, and everyone can kind of see what we're doing with the app. But please explain what this app is and where it came from and how it's evolved. It's a music-based app, and I think everybody would be really excited to hear about it.
Sure. The app is called Fingertip Maestro, and it allows anybody with no musical knowledge to instantly create beautiful music, beautiful chord progressions, scales, and we've kind of taken the complexity out of difficulty with different instruments and put it into a very intuitive app where anybody quickly can just touch the colors and it sounds like they know exactly what they're doing.
Unbelievable. And if I'm
And there's
not,
21 instruments in total.
right?
We started with piano.
Yep.
So if you guys have it up there, you can probably take a look. And
Absolutely. That's what we're getting teched up right now. And we're going to be able to show it. We're very excited. And so you started with this. Where did the idea come from?
So my co-founder, Mark Oko, is the actual musician. And what he did is he actually created the algorithm that allows you to play and it sounds like you're a professional musician of some sort.
Right.
And we met. I saw his demo, and I thought it was just a brilliant idea. So we teamed up, and my app company developed it, and we launched it about 9 months ago. And it's been going very well. We've had amazing feedback. We've taken it to schools, organizations, and we've kind of gotten really great response from a lot of different people. Musicians also. We're
Right.
introducing a lot of pro features for the app for the actual musicians.
So what are some of those features going to be? Because I know I was very excited that I saw you. I saw your launch today. That you're doing something very special this weekend because you guys did, again, an Indiegogo release. And you're doing quite well with that. And tell us why you're doing that real quick.
Sure. So when we first launched the app, one of the first things we wanted to do was actually take it to our users. So we decided to take it to the Los Angeles Boys and Girls Club
Right.
and showed it to the kids. The kids really loved it. And when we packed up our expensive iPads and left, we realized some of these organizations actually don't have the technology. So we decided as a company to raise money and donate iPads to the Los Angeles Boys and Girls Club.
Amazing.
And while we started that, it actually kind of became a larger thing. So now we're actually working with the Venice Boys and Girls Club. We're also working with City of Hope Hospital,
Awesome.
School on Wheels, and a couple other organizations. So we're trying to kind of put an outreach and get people to donate so we can, give these kids the technology and then the ability to create music.
Right. I love this idea. I think Franklin will agree. I mean, he was talking about his first drum set at the age of 6. And, I mean, what would life have been like for you if you hadn't had a drum set or you hadn't been able to afford a drum set? Have you ever thought about that type of scenario?
That's a good question.
Yeah. It's
What would life be like if I didn't have
if
the
you didn't
drums?
have the drums.
I would probably be a construction worker, or I'll probably be doing bad things on the streets of Chicago.
Right. There you go. You see, you're a creator. So you want to get out there and be an entrepreneur about it, but you don't have the skill set. And I think, Marcin, that's why I was so unbelievably excited to meet you and see what you were doing. Our mutual friend, Emily Skelton, who is a phenomenal writer. She wrote a screenplay that I am dying to get made into a film. She's a brilliant painter. She's a creative person. And she met you at Sundance as well, did she not, Marcin?
Yeah, we actually met at Sundance.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we're all drawn to each other, and of course, I came into the mix with Emily because of Sundance as well. And then when she introduced me to you and told me what you were doing, I saw it, and then I thought, this is amazing because I would love to give, a ton of money to a bunch of kids so that they could actually do something creative and productive and be able to take care of themselves. But a lot of people are limited with either funds or instruments. I mean, instruments are terribly expensive.
True.
I mean,
Very
right?
true. Yes.
You work with Ludwig, and I mean, the retail price on a lot of instruments, because the quality is up there, is just it's exorbitant. You can't do it.
Yeah, but also there's like mid-level instruments available
Right.
that have good quality as well.
Absolutely.
But overall, things are costly,
Yeah.
and
school systems
Yeah.
and our teachers, they can't provide that.
cutting budgets,
Yeah.
which is very unfortunate.
Right.
Personally, a lot of schools closed in Chicago, and that hits home for me because one of the grammar schools that closed was one of the schools that I went to.
Oh, wow. Because
so
of lack of funds.
lack
Yep.
of funds and lack of attention. I wish I can do something to give back
Right.
to bring more music
Right.
into certain areas in Chicago.
And I think that's a lot of people. We have a bunch of different organizations like Music Saves Lives and
Yeah.
Save the Music, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be able to put things into children's hands. And Marcin, I think what you're doing is phenomenal. And if I had $1 billion to give, I'd give it to you because putting that technology in the children's hands and then giving them an app that is so intuitive. We're still working on our tech right here. We're going to download that and make sure that Franklin gets to play with it. But I definitely wanted to talk about what you're doing right now this weekend. This app is actually free, and it comes with the piano. But tell us what you're doing right now and what you're making available, Marcin.
Yeah, so the app is free to try, and it comes with piano. And then there's different in-app purchases, which is the way we can actually monetize the app so then we can, as a company, obviously grow. But for the next 48 hours, from the amazing feedback we've gotten from the Indiegogo, we're actually offering everything for free. So you'll be able to unlock all the instruments, which is 21 instruments in total, and they will be completely free. So since making that change yesterday around midnight, I think we've had like 25,000 downloads of these free instruments. So we're very excited to see that.
Is there
and then, we hope to, people can share our video, go on Indiegogo, donate a few dollars. We're offering some really awesome perks also. You'll get unreleased instruments that only people on Indiegogo will get. You will also get some additional features for the app, which is MIDI. So
it's
to the
MIDI.
pro musicians out there, you guys know what MIDI is. So our app would become a really awesome controller that you can use with Pro Tools, things like that. And then also fantastic. We're doing a special with a new app that we're actually going to be coming out with, which is called Fingertip Vocals. So if you can imagine the current app with instruments, but instead we're actually going to be having voices. So we've recorded choir, orchestra, opera singers, hip-hop, all kinds of stuff. So there's going to be about 15 voices that you'll actually be able to play.
I'm so excited. And I got to say, there aren't very many apps out there, maybe none at all, where you can control a voice to begin with, but an operatic voice. I'm pretty excited.
I'm excited.
So it's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Do you have a drum set in that app that sounds like a Ludwig drum set? I know the difference.
We do have a drum set.
Does it sound like a Ludwig?
Does it sound like a Ludwig?
Ludwig drums? Does it sound like Ludwig drums? They have a particular personality, and I can tell.
I think Franklin may be interested.
You're going to have to play and let us know.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we're always looking to improve our product. So we're a small company, but we're really trying to put it out there and get as much feedback as possible and make this the best app and get it out to millions of kids. And then also with the pro features, get it out to actual musicians who can actually start using it and make beautiful music with it.
Right. And I saw some of your stuff, and you said that one of the things you had thought about is will real musicians, quote unquote, trained musicians who studied music and write music be offended or put back. And I got to tell you, of all the musician friends that I have shown this app to, it is every single one of them has said this is amazing, and they've seen it as something that will aid them, not that something that will compete with them. And I think that across the board, is that what you have found?
Yeah, that's actually one of the most amazing things, I must say, because Mark, my partner, that's his vision. He wants to bring this to the musicians. And it's really nice as a compliment to my vision because I want to bring it to the whole world. So the actual musicians who have played with it, the first reaction is like, oh, this looks like a kid's toy kind of instrument. But then once they get deeper into it, they realize the theory. There's a lot of music theory that goes into it. There's algorithms that really, it makes it very interesting to use. Right. And the feedback we've gotten is it kind of puts them outside of their box.
Yeah.
Makes them think differently about music, which is extremely excited to hear.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. So we just got it. Our engineer put it on his phone so that we can play with it. And Franklin's actually looking at it right now. You can probably hear it in the background. And so if you're listening and not watching, basically it's rainbow stripes. And then you have a grid that will play different musical notes, all within the right key for it to sound. I guess those are part of your algorithm. I'm not a mathematician, Marcin, not at all. But the algorithm sets it so that anywhere you touch on the screen will be kind of consistent within the key that you're playing. And right now you're hearing Franklin on Fingertip Maestro piano, ladies and gentlemen. And it's super fun, and there's going to be a bunch of different instruments. I'm going to make sure that Jason gets that downloaded, and I'm downloading it. And Franklin, we want to hear your review on the drum set. as well once we get that.
Where's the drum set?
We've got to download it. And
Okay.
you can do that right now this weekend for 48 hours for free for the entire sound pack, including drums, right, Marcin?
Yeah, all 21 instruments are going to be free.
Unbelievable. And I'm super excited about the vocals. Please keep me posted on that, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
And
We'll get you on the beta testing if you like.
there you go. Done. I can sing almost every note.
Excellent. So if there's some listeners who would like to join our beta team, they're more than welcome. Email us, and we can get out a beta version for them so they can actually test it before it comes out to the market.
Very cool. So, guys, if you're listening on my Facebook page for Alley Cat Hour, we are going to go ahead and put that up, that link or that email contact, so that you can contact Marcin and be part of the beta test group. Tell him that you heard about it on Alley Cat Hour. And, Marcin, thank you so much for calling in. I can't wait to see you again and talk more about the app. And I'm sure Franklin is going to download that and give you his review on the drums.
I definitely will.
Oh, thank you for having me so much.
you.
It was an amazing opportunity. Franklin, I can't wait to hear your feedback.
You got it. Thank you.
Have a great night. Happy Friday.
You too. Thank you. Go Kings.
Yeah, bye Kings. Yes, go Kings. Right? I'm not watching the Kings game right now because I love you guys so much. I'm on the radio.
Dedication.
That's right. That's what it takes.
Every day.
Oh, Stanley Cup Finals, World Cup's going
Thank
on.
you, guys.
Thanks, Marcin. Have a great
Bye-bye.
night. So, anyway, how cool is that app?
It's fun.
I knew I watched your face just kind of concentrate and then try to. I watched you. You were trying to figure out how they did it.
Yeah.
Were you not?
Yeah, I was.
You were like, wait, how's this working?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
2
unbelievable,
fingers.
right? 21 instruments, and they're gonna do a vocal pack.
I want to see this.
That's right. I'm telling you, I am on the ground floor with these guys. I'm so excited because
Congratulations.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, you too as well. Apparently, you're gonna give that drum feedback. I want to be copied on that email.
Okay.
But you should meet Marcin. The passion that they have, and part of the reason that I talk to them. If you go to their Indiegogo page and you see some of the videos they put up, children with autism are reacting to this because we both know your eyes just got big. Music speaks a language that cuts through regular social patterns.
Well, I have a personal connection to that because I have a nephew that has autism, and he happens to be a very smart kid.
Right.
And I'm very proud of him because he just won a gold medal for a race back in Chicago.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name is Alex.
Alex.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Alex. We are so proud of you.
Yep, he's
And
14 years old.
get out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Franklin is here, and
That's
we
right.
are lauding you here
Yeah.
in Hollywood.
I'm very proud of him.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I can't run.
I
I'm
love
very
him much.
slow.
I
So,
can run.
That's amazing.
I like to run.
You're a runner?
Well, I don't want to call myself a runner, but I do have this dream one day. One day I want to run a marathon. Because I've
Like
never
a
done
real,
it.
right?
Yeah, a real
It's
one.
a goal. You want to run a real marathon.
Yeah, a real one. It's something I've never done, and I just want to try it and take my time and do it and
Okay.
see how much skinnier I get at the end.
But you're stretched out over like 12 million feet
I
of
know.
person.
I
You
know.
go so far up in the air.
I know.
I think I'm just about you, but I'm like squished down into under 5 feet.
You're the perfect size for me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you can step over me without like,
I don't want to step over
yeah.
you. That's disrespectful.
Aw.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I meant like literally, physically, your stride could probably step over me without hitting my head. Like that's how long your legs are compared to my
Well, I know.
entire being.
But like you're short and curvy,
Oh.
which is wonderful.
I love it. Okay, so speaking of loving things, we're going to play one more piece for us tonight, and it is actually titled,
Everybody's talking about love.
and they kind of are.
Yeah.
Almost all the time. I think it's an
Yeah.
undercurrent, right?
Yep.
For all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so guys, this is the brand new track from Franklin Vanderbilt. Everybody's talking about love.
Yes.
Enjoy. We're going to play that right now.
you. I don't know why everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about love. I turn my eyes to the sea. I don't know why everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about love. But I can feel when love arrives, and I survive again, survive again. I don't know why I trust you, but I keep on moving on anyway. Everybody's talking about love. I say no more and do the same. Be still, wait just a little while. Everybody's talking about love. But I can feel when love arrives, and I survive again, survive again. And everybody's talking about I say no more and do the same. Be still, wait just a little while. Everybody's talking about love. I keep my head to the sky. I know that love is the only way. Everybody's talking about love, but I can feel when love arrives, and I survive again, survive again. And everybody's talking about love. Everybody's talking about love. Everybody's talking about love. And everybody's talking about love. Everybody's talking about love. Everybody's talking about love. And everybody's talking about love. And everybody's talking about love. Yeah.
Hi.
People are tuning in to hear the Mighty Voice on the KXSR Digital Broadcast Network and syndicated affiliates.
All right, everybody. So that was Everybody's Talking About Love.
Yeah.
And I love the song.
Thank you. I like it too.
I mean, it's all right. I just did it, whatever. Yeah, so you're definitely passionate about what you do. So please tell me where the song came from.
My own experiences.
Like overall in life, is there a
Yeah.
lady in particular that you based the idea on? Oh my God, he's blushing again, guys.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend at the time,
Mhm.
but she wasn't the only motivation for it.
Uh-huh.
She wasn't the only motivation for it,
But it was the feeling that you got when you were with her.
Yeah,
And that experience let you evoke the general feeling about love.
It was the experience, but it was also watching other people's experiences and complaints and reactions to love itself. Because I mean, when you think about it, people, they'll complain about their lover, like, oh, she did this or he did this, or blah, 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 blah.
Nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything.
And then like, exactly, everyone's pointing fingers and blah, blah, blah.
It's you, not me.
Yeah, exactly. So like, when all of that's over, what happens? You go back.
Right.
Because you reconnect to that feeling that got you together in the first place. You know, and it's like when you meet someone, like when that feeling comes upon you.
Right.
That attraction, that magnetism.
Yes.
So even through the ups and downs and the fights, you still come back to love.
It's a beautiful idea.
Yeah. Love has dynamics. So,
It definitely does. I've always thought that. And I mean, people sometimes take that to the extreme, but I think that's a really good way to look at it in general, just life. And I mean, music, people, whatever it is that you're passionate about, you're going to have those times where you're just like, okay, all right, done, screw this, I'm out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you'll hear a song on the radio and you'll be like, shit, I'm a singer. I have to make music. Damn it, but I really wanted to be a mathematician. I really think I could love that. It's so satisfying. But I can't do math at all. We mentioned that a couple times. Can you do math? Are you a mathematician?
You know what? I was pretty decent in math.
See, all right.
In school, I was.
I can. It's really it takes a lot of effort for me, and it's not effort that I want to put forward. People say that memorizing 3 different translations of the same song and standing on stage for thousands of people takes effort. For me, the effort is worth it, or it's not. I don't interpret it as effort. I interpret it as just excitement.
Yeah.
And I think you're the same way.
Yeah.
It's natural.
Yeah. I'm the same. But like even drumming, drumming is not only, what you hear and feel, but it's also numbers, it's math. Because as a drummer, I got to subdivide.
That's true.
Like sometimes I like to play against the beat unit, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1.
I'm drumming with Frank.
3, 4. That's all math. When you break it down in that way, but it's math. It's all counts. Like it's all counts and beats. Perfect example: Indian drumming. I'm very attracted to tabla drumming.
Ooh, no kidding.
And all of that stuff is subdivision.
Yeah.
Nothing's on the beat. It's a lot of,
I love that.
Yeah,
you have to fit it in.
Like they do all of that kind of crazy stuff, and it's all beat units and subdivision and like triplets. It's math,
right?
And it's fascinating to me. I wish I was a better tabla drummer. I took a bit of tabla lessons in college.
Oh, really?
But, yeah.
Where did you go to school?
I went to Eastern Illinois University.
Oh, okay.
Under the professor Johnny Lee Lane, and we're close friends to this day. Amazing individual.
Wow.
Great teacher, great motivator.
That really helps. I think what we were talking about with Marcin earlier, with Fingertip Maestro, when you don't have that individual attention, the generations coming up now, we don't get personal attention like maybe we did when we were growing up, or I know that I did because my parents were both special ed teachers, so they could read between the lines. They could understand autism, and it's a specific type of communication. As musicians, we do that as well, and you obviously do it with your drumming and with your songwriting. Speaking of which, we were just talking during the break about everybody's talking about love, and this piece is actually going to be showcased very soon, is it not?
Yeah, this piece will be in a Troy Beyer film. The name of the movie is called I Really Hate My Ex. And the movie's coming out in the fall. I think
everybody can get on board with that. Every single one of us.
Yeah, so it'll be featured a couple times in that film.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it comes out sometime in the fall. and
Beautiful.
I'm
Well,
looking forward to it.
Yes, please keep us posted. Guys, I'm going to put that up on my
Absolutely.
Facebook page for
Yes.
Alley Cat Hour.
Mhm.
That's really exciting.
Thank
Have you
you.
had a personal piece of music been placed in a film before?
It's my very, very first piece. Yeah, my very first piece.
That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think a couple episodes ago I had a music composer on. It's a film music composer. I love film and TV music composers because they're kind of like more like opera composers used to think.
Yeah.
Because they have to look at the entire picture of what's going on and then
Yeah.
integrate everything.
I'm getting into that as we speak.
Isn't it?
You know,
It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I'm merging into as well because
Right.
even when I'm playing on stage live, I'm seeing a picture. I'm not
Right.
only listening to my
We're
drum set.
visual. It's a kind of
Yeah.
a creative thing.
Exactly.
Even though you're math and I'm words, I'm lyrics. That languages thing comes easy to me, but math comes easy to you because it's a language that you understand. So yeah, exactly. We see pictures and we read things differently.
Yeah.
Well, that's so exciting. Please
Yeah.
keep us posted, and I'll put that out to my fans.
I will.
We did have one little shout out we wanted to give.
Charissa
Jarissa.
from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands, Jarissa. If you ever went to the Sensation Festival, we were just talking about Dutch folk, and I sang a trailer for the Sensation White Festival with JDX. So I'll put that up on my Facebook as well so you can listen to it. It was kind of a music opera pop hybrid. And it was a gorgeous little piece in Italian, and they liked me because I can sing all the foreign European languages, but I can do different styles, which is what you do so well. And
I try.
I love it.
I try tremendously. Thank you.
It shows, and it is beyond motivating. So I'm very excited. I had no idea you could freaking sing like this. So what the heck, dude?
You know what? I started in church, and
Me too.
great,
It's
beautiful.
that you hear the harmonies,
Yeah.
and it really. And that was in Chicago.
Yeah, in Chicago, my aunt would try to force me to sing in church, but I did not want to open my mouth to sing. I
Oh.
only cared about the drums. If you look closely to the picture of the 6-year-old drummer, you can see that my mouth is closed.
The whole time, because you didn't want to make it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, my aunt would try to force me to sing, but I just didn't. I didn't want to, but I don't know
Right.
what happened. You know, the older I got,
You
the more
evolved
I
into
wanted
it.
to sing. I totally evolved into it on my own, and I enjoyed doing it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, guys. Well, we're at the bottom of our hour here. It's been so amazing.
Unfortunately.
I know. I could talk for days. Everybody knows they listen every week. Apologies. But I have one more quick push. I'm going to put up a few pictures real quickly. First of all, it is Friday the 13th. And for me, it's a lucky day.
Yes.
But for some people, they think it's superstitious. They think it's bad luck.
I
It's
don't
the number
believe that.
13. Right, yeah, screw that. However, Freddy Krueger had his influence. He
It
had
was
his
cool.
day.
I like Freddy Krueger.
Oh, there we go. See, maybe we're his homies. Maybe that's why it's our lucky day. But
I wasn't scared of him when I was a kid. I got a kick out of him naturally. You know,
It's a
him and that
great
glove.
costume.
You know,
Those gloves are great. That's
Yeah.
why I get my nails done, actually. I like it. It's a powerful feeling. Him and Edward Scissorhands, I'm like, done. Weapons I can pull out at any time. So Kitty's got claws, everybody.
I got to get me a sweater like that too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cute. You can probably find that in Silver Lake. Maybe in one of those hipster stores.
Yeah, right.
But real quickly, if you're watching us, you're going to see adorable pictures of tiny, tiny, tiny. I have a friend who adopts and fosters kittens. She calls them micro kittens. These are more micro kittens from a buddy that I'm working with right now on a television show. And he's a supervising producer, and he has these kittens, and they are available for adoption. He's taking care of them right now. You're seeing them right there. His name is Michael Keenberg, and I'm going to put up his email address on my website on www.facebook.com/alleycathour. And he has 3 adorable, precious black and white kittens. And if you don't know, black cats are very, very hard to actually get adopted out
Why?
because people are superstitious.
That's some bullshit.
It is
I love
absolute
black
bullshit.
cats. I like black dogs.
Honey, me too. No, but I'm telling you, like, they have a hard time adopting them out. There are actually organizations that are specific to black cat rescue because people they think that there's something to that black cat thing. For those of us who it's lucky for, I'm like, bring on them black kitty cats.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Well, at least you like the right color. We'll be
Right?
back after these messages.
Actually, we won't be back, but I will be back next season for the Alley Cat Hour. Thank you so much for making my first season so spectacular. I've had amazing guests, and I'm excited about coming back in the fall. I'm going to have my website up the entire time. We're going to be producing stuff. I work with Patrick from Geek Speak TV that came right before this. We're going to be doing some collaboration. Get out there, adopt some kitties. I'm going to put that email address. It's Keenberg, KEENBERG at sbcglobal.net. If you want to adopt one of those black and white kitty cats, you got the best of both worlds.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Franklin Vanderbilt, I'm going to have all of his information up so you can download his music. You can look at his beautiful face and his extremely long legs. And we're going to see you in August, come hell or high water. Thank you so much. This is the Alley Cat Hour. And Franklin, can I ask you to make your best kitty cat sound? Meow.
Roof.
So close, so close. Be a chicken. Moo. Lovely. Any parting words, my dear?
If anyone's listening, I enjoyed being here tonight, and I enjoyed your presence
Thank you.
and all of the staff that helped this happen. And,
Isn't it amazing? Excite Radio,
happy to be
everybody.
here. Thank Excite Radio, and thank you for great times.
Absolutely. Many more to come.
Yes.
All right. We're going to be playing music all summer long. Be sure to turn to exciteradio.com, or you can listen to us on Apple TV Radio, iTunes, Ustream, and please check out all of our archived videos at YouTube on the Excite Radio channel. This has been Kitty. I will talk to you next time. Meow.
To ourselves.
It's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up with your host, Jason Hadley. Justin Bieber stormed off stage after being struck by a water bottle. Churning out teen idols since the 1950s, Bieber and the water bottle have a lot in common. They're both 100% recycled material. Congrats go out to Drew Barrymore, who announced she's pregnant with her second child. If she's thinking about baby names, I'd like to suggest one based on her 1982 classic, E.T., The Extra Tax Write-Off. Be Real of Cypress Hill announced a new studio album is in the works. However, reporters caught up with the rapper nursing a dead battery in an airport parking lot, so let's be real, he probably needs the money. Michelle Pfeiffer revealed that in her younger years, she was in a cult that preached people don't need food and can survive on nothing but sunlight. So by the cult standards, Snooki's constant tanning makes her just a big old fatty.
You just don't want that crackly skin.
Too late. And that's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up. Follow us on Twitter at Rockin' Wrap-Up and the Armed Forces Radio Network at the AFRN.
Norman's Rare Guitar.